This is Amanda Olson. She's a senior at USD and she is a mass communications major. How important is oral communication in your life?
Oral communication in my life is really important, both because I'm in the mass communications department. I'm studying advertising and public relations, which is just defined as the communication between an agency and its internal publics and its external publics. So that flow of communication is really important for my career. And I'm also currently the marketing director at Chick-fil-A in Sioux City. And what's really important about oral communication there is I work with employees who are 15 to employees who are 50. And so you have to really learn how to communicate effectively with all of those employees.
Okay. What are the most effective communicating skills you use in the workplace?
I would say the most effective communicating skills I use in the workplace would be team meetings, definitely, both for classes and for work, just because it gives you the opportunity to speak to everyone and really hear any concerns or any good ideas that somebody might have. And then also just interpersonal communication one-on-one is really important with everyone as well.
What is the most effective way you have learned to listen?
The most effective way I've learned to listen is actually kind of what I just did. Really listen to what someone's saying, and then when you're going to answer, start to repeat it back to them. It really reminds you exactly what it is you're focused on, so you can have a targeted message as opposed to just running around the question.
Why is oral communication important in your life?
Oral communication is really, really important in my life because of, like I said, my job and my studies. And just, you do have to, as a marketing director, you have to build really personal relationships with a lot of your clients, anybody you want to be a potential client. So you really have to learn how to communicate effectively with everybody, even if, there are going to sometimes be people that you don't like to communicate with, and you're going to have to learn how to speak with them so that you can get your message across and really hear what they're trying to say as well.
Okay. How has oral communication gotten more important as you've gotten older, or is there a certain point in your life when it was more important than it is now?
It's definitely gotten more important since I've got older. I can't say how much more important it has gotten since leaving high school. I would say is probably the biggest change. You're now expected, when you move into college, you're expected to communicate with your professors, your advisors, your classmates. Nobody's going to force you to do it. You're just expected for that to happen, and that can become part of your grade. That becomes whether or not you get a recommendation from somebody when you need it. And so that's become really, really important in the workplace and in school.
All right. Thank you for the interview, Amanda.
Of course.